AVM on my brain. An AVM is for your arteries and your veins co-mingled in your brain. Surgery was 20 hours. 10 hours to get to the tumor, 10 hours to take out the balance of the tumor. When I woke up, I had the hiccups. And I asked the nurse for something for the hiccups. When I woke up again, the nurse was in my chest telling me to breathe. The thought had stopped my heart from beating. The doctor was standing next to me. He told me when I was strong enough that he would send me to rehab. So I asked him to rehab. I only had a skull-based tumor. He said, well, give me your left hand. I was completely paralyzed on my left side. During rehab, all of my body fluids collected in the right side of my neck. I could not turn my head right for the body fluids, which brought about another surgery where they put a tube down my back and a shunt in my stomach. The next procedure was a gamma knife, where they put my head into a halo to straighten out the AVM in my brain. It was 6 months, 7 months before I got complete control of my body. And in September, my sister and I moved to Las Vegas. And in Las Vegas, I became what you know as a party animal. I partied so much that both of my kidneys failed me. I was at home, and I lost my breath. And I called my sister to tell her what was happening. She told me to get in my chair and relax, and in a couple of hours, she would take me to urgent care. I can't tell you how long I sat in that chair. But when I got ready to go to bed, I could not move a muscle. I can't tell you how my cell phone got in my right hand, but I called my sister. When she came by, she called the EMS, they took me to emergency. They had to pick me up and put me on the gun because I couldn't move. About 5 minutes in the emergency room, they came with a big machine, and then inserted a catheter of me and told me both of my kidneys had failed. My sister reached out and picked up the catheter bag, and coming out of my body was like black coffee. The poison coming out of my body. The next morning, my sister came to my room. She was crying, and she told me that God had his hand on me last night. And I told her, yes, I know. She said, no, you don't know. My potassium level was 10.5. Normal potassium is 3 to 4 points. She said, I should have died last night. Now we're both crying because I'm alive and happy and holding my sister. I was on dialysis from February until May. And in May, the doctor called me to the office, and she told me that she had never told anyone this, that my kidneys had turned completely around. They were taking me off dialysis. I was so happy, I ran out of the office. I forgot about the port in my chest. They had to come out and tell me to have the port taken out. I called my mother and I told her I was leaving Las Vegas. I got back to Detroit in 2008. In 2011, I was suffering from severe pains in my stomach. And I was diagnosed with what they call a rare cancer. It's called a leiomyosarcoma behind my pancreas. They had to move my pancreas over to get to the cancer. The cancer was so advanced, it had invaded the artery from my heart to my liver. After surgery, I had 31 treatments of radiation. But chemo like to have killed me. I had so much chemo, it turned the tip of my fingers, my toes, my tongue blue. They had to take me off of chemo because it had weakened my heart. After coming off of chemo, the doctor told me that he had given me 6 months worth of chemo in 2 weeks. I almost died. After chemo, I went back home, came back to the house, and I began to get better. In 2011, I was up to smoking 3 packs of cigarettes a day, 5 cigarettes every morning, 1 cup of coffee. I woke up in 2011, I told God, I said, listen, I was talking to God like I'm talking to you. I said, now you know I've had hypnosis, I've had acupuncture, I've had Chantac, had everything, and I can't stop smoking. I can't tell you whether I was mad at God or what, but I told him, you have to help me because I cannot do this on my own. That pack of cigarettes laid there for 2 weeks, and I threw it away. 2 weeks later, when I was diagnosed with cancer, every 6 months, I have to go back for a checkup. And in December of this year, the doctor told my wife and I that I come back now every year because the cancer is not coming back. And my wife and I, as we were walking up the office, I told my wife that the cancer is not coming back because I have placed my life in God's hands. He has complete control over my life. Since then, he has proven it for me. He tells me in Jeremiah 29:11 that he has a plan for good for my life. And he has proven that. 3 years ago, he sent me the best family in the world. Right there. Last year, he blessed me to be 75 years old. And I am a happy camper. Thank you, sir.